The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
It's Thursday. I'm kidding. It's Thursday!
Let's go.
And you are watching Hanging with the Boys. We are live from the SWBC Podcast Studio here at the Star in Frisco. We are looking at the Tostitos Championship Plaza, where it is a balmy 73 degrees, partly cloudy conditions expected around 1 p.m. Wind gusts are up to 16 miles per hour. I am filling in for Shannon Gross, or Sharon Disgusting, how I call him. I am Josh Rodriguez. We are sponsored by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Hold on now, Josh.
All right, I'm sorry.
Hold on now, Josh.
I'm sorry.
You see how he came at our boy, right?
I know. we are accepting you here with open arms today.
Right.
I appreciate
But there is a procedure.
open wings.
Open wings
Right.
from Wingstop. Hot honey, to be exact.
Yeah. Lemon pepper
all
too.
flat.
I like garlic
Yeah.
parmesan
All
myself.
flats. Fried hard.
All flat. Okay, I don't know about
All
that.
flats fried hard. But we have a procedure here.
Yeah.
Okay? When you come in, you intro the show, you give the weather, and then you gotta be able to get off the ball.
Okay, all right.
Pat that thing. You gotta be able to get off the ball.
Right.
We go. Once you give the weather, get off the ball.
Right.
That's the play.
You send it to me.
Okay, this
Right?
is my rookie
Okay,
campaign.
let's
all
start
good.
over.
It's all-
Let's start
okay,
over.
yeah.
Let's start over. Hold on.
73 degrees, balmy.
Right.
Conditions are expected to be around 1 p.m. Wind gusts are up to 16 miles per hour.
He is Nate.
He is Nate.
In the back is Chris keeping us live and local. This is Three Pumps. You are Josh. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak.
I like it.
This segment is brought to you. That's your part.
Oh, this
Pass
is
it back
brought to you by Wingstop.
Where
Each and every day,
flavor-
where flavor gets its wings.
Okay. Not bad.
Let's go.
We gotta get the cadence.
Yeah. That's all good. That's all.
We gotta get the cadence.
Yeah.
I got you, Kurt.
Whitey, here we go.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm working on my snap count.
Yeah, we're good.
This is temporary. Shannon will be back, I promise. But just today, we're covering.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're holding it down for Shannon while he's out doing his thing.
But perfect practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, boys. Thank you so much for joining me, allowing me to join you. We got lots to talk about, specifically George Pickens, who is a new Dallas Cowboy. We traded with the Pittsburgh Steelers for one wide receiver, George Pickens. You officially have your wide receiver 2 or 1B. That is the question. Nate, first thoughts. Give me your feels on George Pickens.
I'm loving it. For 2 months, wide receiver. Right? Mr. Jones said, I'm going to get y'all some people. I'm going to be trading. He said that. Big trade. Big
all in,
trade.
right?
I love it. I'm
Pump your brakes over there. Pump your brakes.
He said what he said. He said 2 big trades.
yeah.
One is down.
I love it, man. That's all I have to say. We are building a little bit quicker than I thought we would. And when is the last time, and I'm not belittling the guys before this trade, but when is the last time, Brother Jesse, we got an impact player in a trade that we can say, wow.
Stephon Gilmore?
Mark Cooper.
Mark Cooper? Stephon Gilmore?
Yeah. Mari Cooper.
I would say Amari Cooper.
Yes.
Like the guy who really turned and moved the needle.
Yes.
I think Stephon was cool, but Amari moved the needle. Amari took you from, Mrs. Hearns. You took you from that. It took you from wide receiver by committee to a legit wide receiving core. Right?
Yes.
You had
For
Alan
me,
Hearns back there.
For me, I think I echo with Nate. Football's fluid. So you have all these thoughts and these ideas. This is one of those trades where the person that you've got in isn't someone that, like, hey, 2 years ago, we liked his traits in the draft. We liked him coming out in the draft.
Right.
But it's like, but he can't play.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
this is one of the guys who, like, you liked his traits. He has the ability, and he's still in his prime.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right? Like that's the good part, is that he's still in
He's
his
playing his
prime.
best football right now.
Absolutely. Now, if I'm Schotty, okay, when Mr. Pickens gets to town today, I bring him in the office. I sit him down. I give him a warm, Schotty welcome. I introduce myself. I say, my name is Brian Schottenheimer. Feel free to call me Coach Schotty. Feel free to call me Schotty, whichever you prefer. You can't call me Brian, though.
Right,
We don't
Okay.
drink beers together.
Right.
Right? And I tell the young man, we're happy to have you here. We are excited to have you here. We're looking to change this program and take this thing to the next level. But I want to make one thing very, very clear, crystal clear, clairvoyant. Absolutely. CeeDee Lamb's the man. CeeDee Lamb is one.
Think he needs to be told that?
No, leave no doubt.
Okay.
Just in case.
No need to ponder your aura.
Just in
because-
case. I want you to know, hey, young fella, we're gonna feature you. We're gonna get you some rock. We're gonna get you the rock. We're gonna do this thing. I don't want you to confuse the order of operation here. Okay? 88, Himothy.
Yeah.
88 is the guy. You will be a partner to him.
Do you think that's going to be a problem?
He's
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Batman.
Yeah.
But make it very, because what happens is with that level of a player, and all the talk is going to come out about George Pickens and how he can be a head case, right? They call him in a NFL YB, right? Like,
Right.
So all the stuff let's eliminate some of it. Let's not let you walk into mini camp and to OTAs and to training camp and have this assumption that beat your chest. No.
You think he's got that at something? You think that's going to be a problem?
We're eliminating. We're eliminating it. We're not leaving any room for error.
But this is a guy who has had problems with coaching staffs before, in that he obviously wants a bigger role. He obviously wanted that in Pittsburgh. However, if you're telling him you are not CeeDee Lamb, we have that guy.
Yeah.
And if you were that guy, you wouldn't have been traded.
Correct.
Correct.
So
you're now in a situation where you're in a contract year. You need to go out and earn that contract, whether it's here, whether it's somewhere else. But you got to prove that you can work on a team at that capacity and be the wide receiver one in the case that you're being asked to be wide receiver two in this case, right?
I want you to prepare well. I want you to show up on time. I want you to be a great teammate. But at no point in time do I ever want you to confuse the fact that there is an alpha here. You could be an alpha too, but he's our guy. He's the guy who we drafted. He's the guy who's been here the longest. He is the perennial Pro Bowler. He is the top 3-4 wide receiver in the National Football League. He's the dude.
And he's got those 2 8s right there.
There's a reason why he wears those 8s. He's the guy. Okay? He's the dude we paid $30 million to. Okay? Stick with him.
Yeah.
Learn from him. But I want you to understand from day one, there's no need for you to be throwing a temper tantrum on the sideline. There's no need for you to. This is the guy.
This is the step. This is the step where a lot of receivers go. This can be a step to launch you into a perfect role that gets you paid. Or this can be the step where every year you're on a different team.
Yeah.
Kurt, do we need some of that, though? Do we need some of that attitude on the sideline? Should Jesse be wearing black Air Force Ones as opposed to the white Air Force Ones today?
With no white socks with white Air Force Ones.
White socks, white Air Force. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you going to get a shiesty, Kurt?
what?
Shiesty.
Feisty.
The ski mask.
Yeah. Kurt don't cover.
Balaclava.
Kurt got 5 kids. He don't cover nothing up. You know what I'm saying?
Do we need that attitude, Kurt?
It depends on how it's directed, I guess. It doesn't sound. It sounds like he's been a good teammate. He hasn't been good with the media, and he's had his issues on the field. I think, yes, having some of that attitude is good, depending on how it's used, I would think.
The thing, I'm just so excited, man, that for once we can say good move.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
We can say good move. And the first thing I thought was what everybody thought that followed the Steelers at any time. Wow, what is he going to say? And I'm like, nah, forget what is he going to say. Because that talk you're talking about, because everybody credits Coach Schottenheimer with he is a guy that can relate to these players. So I'm thinking he had that conversation kind of Like what?
Can he relate to this kind of player?
But no, the thing about it is, I don't think that he gave him your coach in North Carolina speech. That's
where I was going to go.
Yeah.
I was hesitant to go there, but I'm like,
Right.
you have to have the Bill Belichick speech.
Yeah.
And Bill Belichick, you can ask anybody. I can sit here as a personal experience. There is no sugarcoating. When you come in, when I went to New England and they signed me, I sat down across from Bill Belichick. He told me exactly what he wanted from me. I need you to do A, B, and C. And he's looked at me and said, do you think you can do that? He said, I'm not asking you to do anything else. These 3 things I need you to do.
Yeah.
If you can do those things, that you'll be a part of this football team. If you can't, literally look me in my eye, if you can't, you won't. And I said, I can. And he said, see you in the morning.
I like it.
That's not just me.
So
That's
you think he
everybody.
had to be that straightforward with him,
I think when you're dealing with a player who has the ability to be combustible,
Right.
I don't want to leave anything misunderstood.
Right.
If I tell, and honest, and for those who have not been in the locker room or dealt with these type of men, and it's not everybody, but a lot of them will prefer you just be honest with me.
Yeah.
Don't give me the Jason Garrett. I wish I had 53 of you, Jesse, but the one you got, you cut. Don't be that guy.
That hurt you, huh, Jet?
Because it's not. I'd rather you tell me,
Right.
brother, you just done cut it.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't got it no more.
Right.
I can take that than you telling me that.
Right.
I respect you telling me, hey, man, you just don't fit here anymore, bro. Like
Right.
you ain't fast enough, you ain't tall enough. You tell me that. That I go, you know what, man? I appreciate y'all. I appreciate it.
What if?
Yeah.
Well,
The earnestness behind that.
Yes.
What is it? Something? Well, one, do you think Schotty will do that? And two, what if it was Dak that did that? What if
Nope.
Dak was?
Nope.
what if Dak said, Lamb's my
Nope.
number one?
Why no? Why no?
Nope.
Dak has to have a different relationship with him as a quarterback. Troy had a different one with me. He gonna have a different one with Troy. Jesse, what is wrong
it's all
with me
good,
today?
Jesse.
Jesse, I know you.
I-
Lord, gee, that dementia. But anyway,
CTE.
yeah.
No, let me stop. I shouldn't say that.
A
I'm
quarterback.
not Shannon.
It's only a few quarterbacks that can come at you like that, But I don't think our quarterback is that guy, and I think Jesse probably could tell you a little more.
And I also say this. Dak is the peacekeeper.
Yes.
Okay.
He is. If you're a parent and you're playing good cop, bad cop,
Right.
Dak's the good cop. He's like, hey man, no, you're gonna be all right, man. Come on, just
Positive.
positive.
Yeah.
But when you deal
Faith-based.
when you deal with, there are levels to who gets dealt by who deals with who.
Not who's getting dealt with, but who's dealing.
CD, Micah, Dak, those people, a lot of times, it even goes above the head coach. Their line, their chain of command comes sometimes even above that dude.
Yeah.
Then there's the next tier guy. And that has to come from Schotty. If I am going to take the reins of this football team and truly and fully have control over it, and because what happens is the locker room starts looking around and going, man, we don't believe that. We don't believe you. You need more people. We
Not
don't-
believing the hype.
We're not believing that you're actually going to do what you say you're going to do because we're seeing how you're treated, how you're doing this, that. Now, Jimmy Johnson famously said it. Everyone gets treated fairly, but not everyone gets treated the same. But a coach has to be the one that is able to come in and step in and to have the authoritative hand over the locker room. And especially with those guys who are second tier and below. He has to be able to come in and have that conversation with Pickens and others in that realm of here's where we're going to be at, my boy.
Well, to be fair, for all intents and purposes, everything we've heard about Brian Schottenheimer has been that.
Yes.
Has been the guy that's going to take the lead and make the final decision when he needs to or when he does need to take over. You don't have Tyler Booker on this team without Brian Schottenheimer in that moment saying, like, what are we doing? This is the guy.
And that's fine. That's fine in the offseason.
Yeah.
That's fine in the offseason.
And it's fine when you've got guys like Dak or
Right.
Booker, guys that they're towing the line or whatever. You bring a guy. How's he going to handle when he's got a guy like Pickens who comes in with some baggage?
That's the thing. Adversity shows you who you really are. When things ain't going so right, are you going to be that same person in that situation?
To that point. Go ahead, Nate.
And another thing is, if he has Dak, Parsons, Booker, Tyler Smith rolling with him, it's a non-factor.
Yeah.
Because if he blow up, and let's say Josh, the new guy, you come in here and blow up, and us three looking at you like Jesse stop you like, hold dog, we don't start.
Yeah.
So let's start over. Hey, I feel it. It's the same over there, bro.
Yeah.
Could that be a part of Pickens' problem in Pittsburgh? He had no quarterback, he had good
he
leaders.
Had no
had
other
a
receivers
quarterback.
either.
Yeah, they have good leadership on the defense, but their offense really didn't have anybody that could step up and maybe keep guys sort of.
Brother, you got to prove to this man you are who you say you are. And none of those quarterbacks, even Russ late in his career, was not that guy we saw in Seattle. So we don't know what the issue is, but here's his second chance. Mm-hmm. Here is his second chance. And like I said, you can either be second chance to a greater situation or second chance. Well, man, Pickens, guess what? We gave him a third for him, but he playing for such and such now.
Right. All right, boys, we need to take our first break. When we come back, I want to talk more about George Pickens, the football player. I want to talk about his assets on the field, less so much about the baggage. But when we come back, we will talk about that. Thank you for listening to Hanging with the Boys. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/cowboys to get started.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole made with real Hass avocados will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouthwatering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys. Blockchain.com. This second segment is brought to you by blockchain.com, and that is all the read says.
Blockchain.
Blockchain.com. What are you doing blockchain.com, Nate?
Hey, blockchain is blockchain, baby. We want your imagination to run, you know?
Yeah.
He block. That's his DNA.
You should be the lead sponsor for blockchain.com.
They better come with a check.
Yeah. Hey, I want to apologize. I did not get back to you. I want to apologize, bro. Hit me again. I promise you I won't let you down.
No, it's all good, bro.
You're letting him down, man?
Yeah, I let him down bad, man. I read his text that he needed me to help him out with something. And then I come back, and 30 minutes later, meaning to hit him, and then my mind went somewhere else, and I never got back to him. And I just want to apologize for
I ain't taking
face.
personal. It's all good.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Nah, yeah. But but you said it publicly now.
Yeah. I got.
He acknowledged it.
I'm calling him next week.
Yeah, I gotta call him. Yeah, man, I gotta respond, man. They can do text me and do it. Yeah, man. Thank you, man.
You always need a little reminder. General reminder. There's nothing wrong
Well,
with
the
that.
thing about it, man, I'm moving 100 miles an hour. I went out of town, and that's what blew it for me.
You're literally moving 100 miles an hour on that.
Yeah, loving it.
That
Man.
motorcycle.
You got to just know. You got to know your brethren, right?
Yeah, of course.
I know him not responding to me wasn't a personal thing.
Oh,
Not
no.
a diss.
Not a diss. I know. Literally in my head when he didn't respond, I said to myself, "Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?" I know he's some. Like I know. Like, because Nate's usually good if he don't. Now, Nate may not text you back.
Yeah.
He going to call you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gonna call
absolutely.
you back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, you send him a text, or you send him I sent him a voice note. So I kind of like try to cheat. And like, if I send him a text, he might not text me back. But if I send him a voice note,
Right.
I know that he heard it.
Yeah.
And then he didn't respond. I was like, oh, he's definitely somewhere like in between here and Chattanooga.
I sent him an article.
How many miles did you drive?
How many miles?
Between two vehicles, man. If I can keep my GPS on and keep me in line, I'll probably do about 30,000 this off season.
In the off season.
In the off.
Oof. Wow. Oof.
Boy, a car lease hate to see you coming.
Hey, I stopped renting because I used to rent a little bit, man. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, you can only drive 100 miles a day. Come on, I do that around Dallas.
Yeah.
All right, boys, we need to talk more about George Pickens, the player, the man on the field. Jesse, obviously, as a wide receiver yourself, for former wide receiver, I don't know how what's the best term to say? Former wide receiver?
Now,
wide
once
receiver?
you are who you are for life.
You are who you are. Wide receiver, as a wide receiver yourself, how do you see George Pickens adding to this current team that we have?
First and foremost, when he breaks the huddle, defense has to go, is he wearing number 14? Did you talk to
We don't know
Marquise
yet.
Bell
We don't know yet. Trying to figure it out.
Marquise Bell. Let's pause for a second.
Get your money.
Marquise Bell. Listen to Uncle Jesse. Okay? George got money. This is your opportunity right now. If you decide to give up 14, the price should start at $25K.
That's it?
Ooh, that's it. Yeah, I thought it'd be
Start.
Start there.
At
Negotiations
25K.
begin.
Start at 25K. See how interested he really is about this number. But in your mind, 25K should be your starting point.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now,
Would you do it for a pair of shoes?
no,
Any
none.
No pair.
Unless you give me like the original
25K
Yeezys.
pair of shoes.
Unless you give me like the Yeezy, Red
Air
October,
Yeezy ones?
the
Oh,
Red
Red Octobers? Okay.
Unless you give me like or the Eminem 4s, something I can not know that's gonna bring back 75, 100K value.
Yeah.
Then yeah, but
Okay.
I don't think George Pickens got those in his possession.
Maybe not.
So
We don't know.
don't take the vacation. Tell him you want hard, cold cash in a duffel bag, like Ricky Rowe from Blue Chips. He just had leave the duffel bag in the tractor. That's how you want it. Okay. On the field, first things first. Now, when you break the huddle, defenses do one or two things. Let me find the guy. There's 88, and it used to be we're only going to focus on him.
That's it.
Now
Day is done. Game plan.
Game
That guy.
plan's done. We'll take our chances with whoever's on the other side.
Yep.
If they beat us, we tip our cap and we go,
Who's that? Tolbert? Okay.
well, good job. Now, that defense can't shift. That safety can't be going over there so fast. You now have to game plan differently for the Cowboys. What does that do for you? Opens up other passing lanes. Jake Ferguson, need to have a comeback here, right?
Yes, sir.
Oof.
Yes, sir.
Safety's going to be occupied on the outside. They're going to be looking at some other things. You got to eat. Running lanes come open. Whether that's Javante or Sanders or Blue or whoever's the running back at that particular time. And then when you add the component of his playmaking ability, he's not a polished route runner. He's not a guy who's going to give you the route tree. But that's the joy of having CeeDee Lamb. You don't need him to.
Yep.
It's a bonus if he does, but you don't need him to. You talk about the catch radius. One of the problems the Cowboys had last year was, one, they didn't create separation. And then two, they didn't have a player that can consistently catch the ball opposite of CeeDee Lamb in tight window throws. Yeah. You've now had an answer to that question. George Pickens is a guy, when I play with a guy named Chad Ochocinco, and he's always say, I'm 7'11". I'm always open. You got to just throw it to the right place.
Right.
George Pickens gives you that ability where he eliminates even sometimes your wrongdoing.
Yeah.
He's a bad ball catcher, bro.
Yes.
The way he's able to find the ball in the air is
His
insane.
tracking skills is like insane. Like I compare some of his tracking skills to guys like Larry Fitzgerald, guys like Julio Jones, Dez Bryant. Just when the ball is in the air, their ability to track it, and no matter what's happening around them, defender hanging on them, pushing them, pulling them, tackling them, whatever it is, safety bearing down on them, my eyes does not leave the ball, and I have the ability to catch it and bring it down. So you've given yourself now from the wide receiver position someone who the defense most definitely has to respect. And at any given time, he is a 20-plus yard threat catch waiting to happen. Led the league last year, 20-plus yards. Yeah, and that's what you want sometimes. You just want, even if you don't go to him, you want the threat of he's taking the top off. That defense has to lift. And now I have the ability to do some other things. And then you keep him honest by saying, we call it TBT2 on my other show. You pat that thing 2 times, and you let one fly down there to old GP and see what he can do with it.
Dak's pretty good at that, isn't he?
He's one of your favorites, and you've talked about him before. Pickens was, as far as what he does.
Yeah, like just tracking the ball. He's one of the best. He's one of the best in the league when it comes to tracking the football. He's one of the best.
And that's also not to say he's not a dog either, because when he does have the ball, like my favorite comparison was Nick Harris earlier on the break. I think it was yesterday. Compared him to a Gen Z Dez Bryant. That's kind of what you get out of him when he has the ball in his hands. The ability to make plays when plays look broken, when a safety's coming down and is going to demolish you. You could give him a chance at that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because he's a mauler. I mean, he's a Georgia Bulldog.
Okay. I see what you went there.
You know what I mean?
You went there.
You know what I mean?
He's getting a lot of pub for his yards per catch or whatever, best in the league. He's so big. What's his threat going to be in the red zone? This has been a struggle for the Cowboys for a while, finding that guy that can go up and get it in the red zone.
It's that very thing. It's he's always open. Like you give him a chance. Like I had the pleasure of playing with a young in his prime Dez Bryant. It didn't matter when we got to the red zone. You knew, your mama knew, your daddy knew, your aunt with the crooked wig knew, your uncle who got a drinking problem knew. Everybody knew that if you got 4 downs in the red zone, one of those was going to be a jump ball to Dez Bryant. And the likelihood of him coming down with the ball for a touchdown, very high. That's what you get with George Pickens. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do. You know it. I know it. 80,000, 100,000 know it. Millions watching at home know it. Whatever number he's wearing, let's just say 14 for the time being, 14 going to get a shot down here in the red zone. He getting a shot. And if he doesn't, that's malpractice by the coach.
Do you guys feel worried at all about re-signing him?
Yes.
Yeah, now is he worth a 1-year rental if that's the case?
Yes, because you got to be in the game to win it. You don't win it if you ain't in the game.
EA Sports?
In the game.
It's in the game.
It's in the game.
So you're saying he can be the guy that puts him over the top.
Well, now you got a little too much dip on your chin. Now, see, this is what I'm saying.
You got to play Philly twice now.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Sometimes you're my boy and you my man. You know you, but sometimes the chip that you dip into the guac, it just be a little heavy.
All right.
Pulling the guac.
We're not there yet. Are we contending with the Eagles now?
No, not yet. You still got some holes.
Are you contending with the Commanders?
Play.
Yes.
Let this season
That's
play.
where I'm at.
I think you're contending with the Commanders, but you're still who's playing corner?
Yeah, corners are worse.
You don't know who's.
It's a question mark now.
It's still a question mark.
Seatbelt?
You got to let the season play. The thing is, what I love about this kid is we know who he is. He's not a draft pick that we say, okay, let's just see. And then we go to training camp and talk about how great he is against an 8th corner.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We know who this kid is. Now, can they get enough reps before the season starts so him and CeeDee can work? And now we find out who our third receiver is. Is it Ferguson or is it our specialist, our punt return specialist? We're going to find out who our guy is.
Well, now the question isn't no longer a player like Mingo or Tolbert, where it's like, can this person step up? Jonathan Mingo, I'm sorry. Traded for
who is you talking about?
But my point here is
let me. I'm gonna jump ahead. I'm gonna jump ahead.
You're not gonna let me get to my point.
No. I'm gonna jump ahead.
Okay. All right.
The question is, is it enough balls? And these guys, out there is like you said, give out some rocks, but then you say no, the rock. Yeah, so we change every now and then.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is what I've been praying for a lot of years. When people say, "Is there enough balls to be passed around?" We don't have to throw to this guy you named. We don't have to throw to Turpin. Throw all the balls to these two guys. See, Jesse, me and you can relate to this. When they start talking about who's the best offensive lineman, I got to understand they're going to talk about Larry and Big E. You know what I'm saying? And then, don't forget about Nate. Okay? Do that. These two guys should have 70% of your footballs thrown in them. That's the bottom line. And them guys you talking about, they better play special teams. They better be good.
I'm saying the question is no longer are these guys going to step up because you finally have that question figured out.
Oh, they're going to step up. I promise you.
Well, now they have to.
Yeah.
I like the gift that you posted this morning. Who was it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, from Belly.
Yeah.
They didn't like that.
Classic.
Yeah.
What did you?
No, I just talked about now, like Cowboy Nation, like, oh, we finally got a real number 2,
right?
And now the Turbo, and
Mingo in the back.
They all looking around like,
yeah,
oh, we,
yeah,
I don't like that. I don't like that. But this is the business. This is another indication for those who sometimes don't realize, because Tolbert's had it on Easy Street.
Yes, he has.
Turpin's had it on Easy Street.
Yes, he has.
Flournoy, Easy Street. You come in here and you're thinking like, well, I'm good. Ain't nobody really. I don't have to ascend to this level. The numbers don't really move in a favor where I should be nervous. And then you add a dog into the mix, and all of a sudden now you start looking around. You start counting the room.
Yeah.
You start counting that roster. You start saying, wait a second now, how many quarterbacks we keep in? Okay, how many running backs? We got 37,000 offensive linemen. Don't know how they're going to keep there. How many tight? You start saying, are we going to keep 4 receivers or 5 receivers or 6 receivers? Now you start doing the math. You're saying, okay, well, CeeDee is him. We know he good.
Yeah.
And they just brought George Pickens, so he at least good to start.
He'll play some games.
Yeah.
They paid Turpin some money last week,
there, yeah.
the last out season. So Tolbert.
But they're just paying him as a punt returner, right?
But these guys now have to start. They have to start looking around and start saying, they start doing the math on their finger, going, hey, mama, hey, hold off on getting that second house. Hey, you know what? We ain't getting that car right now. You gotta tell your girl. You know what? Take that Birkin back. Take that Louis back. We ain't getting the go yard. We gotta just hold off to the season.
Name? Big special teams guy. What is his name?
CJ Goodwin.
Oh,
hey man, you got CJ Goodwin number? I need to find out who the special.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, boys. We got to take our second break. When we come back,
it has happened.
Hanging with the boys.
Oh, see.
And while you're in the break, check out Jigsaw, proud dating partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe you'll find Jesse on there. Who knows?
No.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Dallas Cowboys Game Day is brought to you by Captain Morgan, the official spiced rum of the NFL. The NFL season is where legends are born on and off the field. Some are last-second plays that turn the tide and change a team's destiny, while others are of friends who follow the captain to make a regular get-together into the stuff of legends. Visit followthecaptain.com. Please drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
Hey, Cowboys fans, a 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys. 7-Eleven. At 7-Eleven, there's a $5,000 winner every single day. Shop with 7 Rewards, then play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash money. New daily winners only at 7-Eleven. Are you next? I don't know. Are you guys next? Jesse's on 7-Eleven app right now. No purchase necessary. Ends January 6, 2026. U.S. and D.C. ages 16 plus. For full official rules and free gameplay, go to 5k-aday.com/rules.
Oh, big gulps, huh?
Big gulps, huh?
All right. Well, see you guys later. No.
Did you know that I only pump gas in pump 8?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I knew this.
I only in the pump in zeros.
I did know this.
Did you know? All right.
I did know this. I'm a frequent listener to the show.
I'm an
I
even
actually
player
really love
too.
this show.
Now, me and you the same, but I'm an even. I like for it to be even.
I
don't have to have 0, but it got to be a 2, a 4, 6,
Okay.
a 8. Can't be a 1, a 5, a 3. I hate that.
I don't got to do all that. I just got to find a
You
plug.
guys sound
You know what I'm saying?
superstitious.
Oh,
No, I'm not superstitious. I just want it to be right.
You know what I'm saying?
Me right.
plug it up.
I want it to be right.
How about
Hey,
you,
so
Kurt?
you wasn't with us last week, and I ain't trying to find out what you was doing. But next time you decide to leave,
Yeah.
leave us some PowerPoints. So we don't, we know we wing it a lot, but we don't want Shannon putting on there. We winging it.
Wait a second. We want to talk about where you were last week.
No, we don't need to do that.
No,
Come on.
He didn't give it to
Come
us, so
on.
I don't want it.
Yeah, he didn't give it to us.
Yeah,
he didn't give it
I'll
to
just
us.
say I was on a beach
Ooh.
sipping drinks
Oh, you back?
What beach was that?
So you
far, far away.
you a couple courts low.
Number 5.
I wasn't too worried about your run sheet or whatever.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Hey, bro.
My boy said, "Do not disturb."
Hey, man, hey, bro. I almost said something, bro. I almost said something.
Come on,
If
Kurt.
the room is rocking,
Yeah.
don't come a knocking.
Yeah.
My boy, 2 pumps.
It was pretty amazing. Sorry.
Of my time.
Like an old man once told me, say, it don't hurt me when you put your ear to the door and see if you hear the noise.
Unless it's your mom on the other side, though.
Ooh, that hurts.
That
Hey, had to go there.
I knew you go.
That'll
I knew
hurt.
you go.
That'll
Jesse
hurt.
gonna
Hey.
come with some stupid stuff.
I'm trying to listen to y'all mama. Get away from that door now.
Yeah.
Nate, you said something in the first segment I kind of want to go back to. I want to go back to this comment. You said this is the first trade, or this is the first move in free agency that you feel really good about. Was that fair to say?
Yes, sir. It's been a while. I mean, we had a good corner that we got one time, and then we got Amari, and I'm trying to put it together. Who have we had that the door just opened, man? We cried for 2-3 months how we needed a wide receiver.
Yes.
We got better than any. Ain't nobody in the draft equal to this kid. No one in
Right
the
here, right
draft.
now.
Right now. So we got
And
better.
Ted wasn't there for you at 12.
Yes, we got better. So I'm excited. Forget all the what you think he is when he opened his mouth. We know what he is when he hit the field. So I'm excited.
But do you feel better about the offseason that we've had free agency-wise now after this trade?
Yes, sir.
But you weren't feeling good about it before.
I didn't even. I'm the only one. I gave an A+ for the draft, and everybody like, hold your tap. Okay, I'm a tap. I didn't say I gave an A+ for training camp. I gave an A+ for the draft. So I was good. I think with everybody we drafted is going to be an integral part over time. But to go out and get an instant impact, when the last time we've done that, fellas? To get an instant impact.
I thought Stephon Gilmore, I think that trade there, I think that kind of gave you a boost going into that offseason. It obviously wasn't the same
Mike
level
Irvin
that this
say
is.
hope.
Hope.
Stephon Gilmore was a stabilizer. This dude gives you hope. Yeah. Yeah, man.
But you still don't think they're ready to take the division?
Oh no.
So how do you ensure that's okay? This is my question. And I love the trade. I'm glad they did it. They needed to do it. But if you know you're not gonna win the division, if you think that if he doesn't take you over the top, have you given up? You gave up a third and a fifth for a guy that you're gonna rent for a year?
The answer won't this is one of those things where our answer won't come until January.
Right.
That's right.
In February, right? Because life is funny, okay? A couple weeks ago, there was the whole thing with Jerry Jones saying, I don't know, who the agent is. Yeah. I don't even have no idea who the agent is.
You got to know it now.
You know it now.
Yeah, for sure.
You know it now. Because if those of you don't know, Pickens' agent is David Malugetta, who Jerry knows.
Yeah.
Because he's getting ready to sign off on a contract against Micah Parsons, who's also one of David Malugetta's clients. But it's just funny how it comes around. But this is one of those things where we won't have an answer until February of how this whole thing goes. George may get here, and Brian Schottenheimer may have created such a great culture and a great room that he wants to be here. He may fall in love with Dak and love playing against CeeDee Lamb. Do you have to remember, Pittsburgh has good culture. George Pickens, I'm going to say in his football playing life, his life.
College, high school.
Life.
Yes.
24 years on this earth.
Yes.
His life has never played with a better quarterback than he's going to play with this year.
Ooh.
That's true.
In his life.
That's facts.
George Pickens, let me make sure, because in his football playing life, he's not going to play with the better opposite wide receiver than the one he's playing with now.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
In his life, in his football playing life. So if he gets here and he's enjoying the fact that I can play a brand of football where, one, I'm not having to beat double and triple coverage. I'm not having to catch hospital balls because the quarterback can't throw. We're not on time. They don't know what they're doing. He'd rather run first. He's washed. He's trash. Whatever it may be, he may enjoy it. Now, I know that he wants to get paid, and they may be able to come to a resolution that works. We won't know that until then. He may get here and suck. And they may look at the end of the year and go, bah. We gambled.
Right.
It didn't work.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying like the question, the answer to Kurt's question is we won't know.
No.
But like I said earlier, he gives you a chance to be in the game.
You hope.
And that's all you can ask for. You want good players to go against other good players, because when you look at Philadelphia and you look at Washington, what you had prior to, what's today? Tuesday? Wasn't going to cut it against those teams. It just wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't going to cut it in the NFC. It wasn't going to cut it against the AFC. You've taken a big step to now putting the guy out there. When you get into those tight moments, I'm not throwing it. This is not a shot at Noah Brown, but I ain't throwing it to Noah Brown for it to bounce off his chest and to go into an interception. I'm not throwing it to a guy who may drop it or not run the wrong route or maybe looking in at the ball and still be standing off sides. Now, George Pickens might get a 50-yard penalty because he punched somebody in the face. It might happen.
Comes with territory.
But he also might get a 50-yard bomb that seals and win the game for you.
This is the issue. Great question. Great answer. But you can't tell me that you saw Dan Quinn where he finished the season. Everybody, where the Commanders? We was, even though I didn't feel we was gonna have a great year last year, we still had the Commanders below the Cowboys or even. It was Philadelphia Cowboys / Commanders. We don't know what one player, one coach, or several players can do to elevate a team. So I'm with you 100%. Let's wait and see. Mm-hmm. Starting with Coach Schottenheimer. Please hook into during training camp. At least practice the Chargers once, and the Rams. We'll start finding out real quick.
I mean, we were talking about it on Talking Cowboys too. It's the fact that like Dan Quinn did that in his first year as head coach for the Commanders. Granted, he had head coaching experience before, but is your expectation now different with a brand new rookie head coach basically coaching your team? But now that you have these pieces in place, you're not competing necessarily yet against the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm just excited that we are making the right moves.
Right.
They have not made a bad move yet. We are making the right move. Like when they got that kid during the middle of the season with a 4th-round pick, in hindsight, it's 50-50. But if we would have just waited, and boy, we could have said, hey, you know what, we'll give you that 4th, and we'll give you a 5th next year. We may have to give up our 3rd. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, man, come on.
Could have been different. All right, boys, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much for joining. We got to go. It's 45.
This dude coming out of here.
I'm a professional.
He gonna realize that we don't get on. We don't go to break.
Come on, dog. We go to 150.
We don't end on time.
Well, all right, fine. You know what? You guys hold the show. How about that?
We do what we death row.
Yeah,
we want around here.
Right, man.
All right,
That's Suge. That's
stop, man.
That's Suge. That's
no. I don't want to be.
I'm that producer.
Suge when the president got knocked out, man.
You Devontae, the producer Devontae.
Suge when the president got knocked out and beat up, man. No.
Fine. We got Isaiah on the TV right
no,
here.
we just joking, man.
It
closes out.
Yeah, we got to go. Thank you so much for tuning in for Hanging with the Boys. Again, I am Josh Rodriguez hosting for. Oh, sorry, Kurt.
Yeah.
Hosting for Shannon Gross or Sharon Discussing, however you want to call him. Jesse, Kurt, Nate, Chris in the back. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
We out.
Bye-bye.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!